everybody. My name is Maria Scavuzzo, and I graduated from Miami University in the spring of 2018, so really not that long ago. I graduated with my Bachelor's of Science in Kinesiology and Health, and like many of you, I was a nutrition major with a concentration in dietetics. So I applied for a dietetic internship through DICAS, and I was able to be matched in the spring with Miami University, yay, in their combined master's and dietetic internship program. So if any of you didn't know, Miami just started a combined MS and DI program. So actually, I'm only the second class to go through the program. So that's really exciting for our university and our department. So my master's degree will be in exercise and health science, and then the dietetic internship, we do our clinical rotations at Kettering Health Network. So just a fun fact about me, I ran cross country and track here at Miami University. It was such a great part of my undergraduate experience, and since I'm still on campus, I try and volunteer coach whenever I can on the team. So continuing with my undergraduate experience, when I was coming into college, I kind of always had known that I wanted to work in the hospital setting. I really enjoy helping others, and I've always been intrigued by the intensity and the fast pace of the hospital setting. So originally I thought, hey, I think I want to be a doctor, so I enrolled as a biochemistry pre-med major as a freshman here at Miami, and honestly it was about like halfway through the first semester of my freshman year. I just kind of knew that medicine was not the career for me, but I still wanted something in the medical field. So with that being said, nutrition had kind of always been on my radar, and I had always been interested in the power of nutrients and specifically medical nutrition therapy and how, a specific enteral formula could be able to help a patient through a certain disease state. So I then scheduled a meeting with Professor Matuzak and learned about the numerous career opportunities in dietetics. And kind of in that moment when I was in the meeting with her, I just knew that clinical dietetics was the perfect path for me. And I switched my major, I think it was like in November of my freshman year. And really since then, I have not looked back. So, like all of you, I was in your exact seats about 4 years ago in KNH 103. It's really crazy. It doesn't even feel like it was that long ago, but time really does fly by. So if I have any advice to any of you, it's to start gaining dietetic experience now. So going off of that, one of the most rewarding experiences that I did in my undergraduate career was I volunteered at McCullough Hyde Hospital with their clinical dietitian. So I was able to follow the clinical dietitian throughout her day, and I was able to observe her interact with patients, and that was just absolutely incredible. And how I got in that position was, I remember it was the summer before my junior year. I just emailed the volunteer coordinator at McCullough Hyde and just said I really wanted to volunteer, and I asked to be placed in the nutrition department. And next thing I knew, she called me back, and I was able to go in once a week for 2 hours every morning, and it was really a great experience and also a really good resume booster. So adding on to that, I volunteered at a women, infant, children's center in both Medina, Ohio, which is where I'm from. I did that over the summer. And then also in Hamilton, Ohio, I continued in the fall semester. So I did this the summer going into my senior year and then fall semester of my senior year. So I volunteered every Monday morning for 2 hours, and this was just incredible because I gained a lot of community experience. And, again, I just kind of put myself out there and called both WIC directors, introduced myself, and, I think I originally left a message at first, but they called me back, and, people are always willing to help out students, so just keep that in mind. It is okay to put yourself out there because you can really get a great experience in return. So, just to sum up those experiences, moral of the story, just don't be afraid to put yourself out there and email or call nutrition professionals to gain experience. So I'm sure you guys will be completing your job shadowing assignment here soon, and I remember when I was a freshman in KNH 103, it was one of the most rewarding and eye-opening assignments that I completed for Professor Matuzak in the class. So I did my job shadow over spring break, and I completed at Akron Children's Hospital. So I ended up shadowing a NICU dietitian, and I just remember walking in to the NICU and into her office and just being instantly captivated with her crucial role in these premature infants' lives and just the amount of clinical practice that she did day in, day out. I just really felt connected to it. So, fast forward 4 years later, and pediatrics and premature infants, it still remains my number one interest in dietetics. And it's crazy to think that, here in a couple weeks, I'm going to be able to do my clinical rotation in the NICU over at Kettering Health Network. So that's really exciting. And honestly, just, it's so cool to see how something that just kind of got brought to me freshman year ended up being one of my main interests in dietetics, and it really kind of came full circle. So just moral of that story, be open and willing to learn from each of your assignments and your introduction courses. You truly never know what they may spark in you. So, just some additional words to share. Enjoy every step of your undergraduate journey. It truly is such a special time. You find out so much about yourself and just where you want your life to go. So, you're going to take amazing classes here at Miami, and they're going to expose you to so many pathways that dietetics has to offer. There's food service, there's food science, there's research, there's clinical, there's medical dietetics, there's even business. There's truly so many options in the field, and Miami is so amazing because you really have opportunities if you find them to, explore all of those different avenues. So when you start to take your upper level nutrition classes, just keep all of your case studies, and even in your introduction courses, keep all those nutrition assignments, because you never know when you're going to want to reference them or put them on an online portfolio. And another thing too is just, take each class seriously and just be aware of all the assignments that you're going to complete, because they really could help lead you to your potential interests in dietetics. And, again, don't be afraid to put yourself out there and call or email a registered dietitian for a volunteer or a job shadow opportunity. And, just know that Miami University faculty is a resource to you, and these professors are amazing, and they'll really help gear you in the right direction for your future. So again, just to bring things full circle, as a current dietetic intern and master's student, I can honestly say that Miami has just done such a wonderful job in preparing me for my dietetic internship and master's program. And, the courses you're going to take here, they're a perfect glimpse into the knowledge and content that you're going to apply in your dietetic internships, if that's the route that you decide to pursue. So going off that again, start early in your journey for applying for a dietetic internship, and truly listen to Professor Matuzak. I know this is probably a few years away. You start the process about your senior year. So just listen to Professor Matuzak, and she truly has the magic steps you need to take to make you one of the best dietetic internship candidates you can be. And I know I've said this a lot, but Miami does offer amazing classes, and one of the best elective classes that I took was KNH 453H. It's a nutrition education class, and we actually got to go into the schools once a week and teach nutrition education to 4th and 5th graders. So I just really enjoyed that class. It was so hands-on. It was truly incredible. And again, Miami, we have the nutrition club, we have SAND, we have so many nutrition events going on, honestly, just every single month. So, don't be afraid to talk to one of your professors and get involved in those events. I know one of the events I helped out with was the diabetes conference, and that was awesome. And honestly, I think it might have been a talking point in a few of my interviews. So just keep that in mind, and I truly wish all of you the best of luck. Please feel free to reach out to me if you want to talk about dietetics, school, the internship process when that does arise for you, any career options. Again, my email is on the screen, so feel free to email me, and I wish you all the best of luck.